Hi all, welcome back to more Europa Universalis, the price of power. This is the ambitious Margrave solo scenario. This will be my part 55. So this is the following day, didn't get back last night yet. I was getting a bit hung up on... The last thing I need is going in, sort of later on in the night, going into the bot piece resolution flowchart. Even though it seems that there's not an awful lot happening here, it's probably not what I'd be doing. So anyway, let's just press on with that, because that's where we're at. We're trying to resolve peace. There's two factions at war, the Danish and the Austrians. They're at war with each other. We are not at war. So in turn order, it would be the Danish first. So I did start, I think I glanced at this and then I stopped when I got to automatic white peace, and I thought, well, are we at automatic white peace? So that's for the Danes. And I like to come back to this, because this gives you, not that side, sorry. Well, it's on the other side anyway. This gives you any wars satisfy automatic white peace, and it gives you the V1, and it tells you what automatic white peace is. I mean, I know I could look in the rule book for it, but it gives you the explanation here, or the, you know, what's required for automatic white peace. It says neither side in the war occupy any of their enemies' provinces, including provinces of any of their enemies' vassals or active allies. Well, that must be the case, really. And I kind of thought this was just going to be a sort of like whole lot of nothing. I mean, Denmark are at war with Brunswick. Now, both Denmark and Brunswick don't own or control. What was it? What was the word done? Occupy any of their others' provinces, right? But I think because of the HRE situation, like for instance, if Denmark had occupied both of these, it wouldn't mean that they would have a total victory, because the HRE is involved. We've been here before, haven't we? And I did get that response back on the... yeah, there's stuff to look back on in that, but I don't think I need it here. I think, yeah, I still do find this the most uncomfortable part about the game. I think my most uncomfortable part, anyway. But then there's a few other areas coming to that as well. There is a few other bits that I feel like they're not sure I'm getting them right. So yeah, so if we look at Denmark and Brunswick, that's fine. If we then look at Denmark against Austria, then that's also fine, because Austria don't occupy any of Denmark's towns, and Denmark don't occupy any of Austria's towns. So I mean, I think that's fine. And even if we were running this for the Austrian bot right now, the same thing would happen. Yeah. So I think we can carry on it and assume it's an automatic white peace then, because nothing's really doing. So automatic white peace takes us round to here, and it says end war, player realms including bots lose one bot power each, one prestige each, sorry. Yeah, I feel like this is right. I don't know where else we would be going here, because if it's not an automatic white peace, it's definitely not this. At war with another bot. See, this is where the army bit comes into it, though. This is what I was saying about the army being bigger. Austria's army is bigger than Denmark, so I think that's how then Austria win. Well, they're not going to accept a white peace, but this is an automatic white peace, because nothing's occupied. Nothing's been occupied, isn't it? Yeah, just looking over the rules on page 29 regarding automatic white peace. You know, it's neither side in the war occupying any of the enemy's provinces, including provinces of any of their enemy's vassals or active allies. And then it's got automatic white peace. If any ongoing wars meet the automatic white peace requirements, these wars all end immediately. Yeah, I don't see why this wouldn't be the case. So I'm going to carry on with this, and we're going to end the war, and the player realms, including bots, lose one prestige each. So Denmark lose 1 down to 13. Yeah, and I don't think we're going to need to run through this chart for Austria. We're just going to be able to deal with this all in one, I think. And they lose 1 down to 27 then. Okay, and then it comes away down to here. Yeah, and it skips by this one down the bottom and it goes into here. And that says, if enemy still exists, well it does, so flip war tokens to their truce side. Player realms on both sides may add a claim where they have lost towns. Both add a maximum of 1 claim, right? Hang on then. Well, these get flipped to their truce side. And right, hang on though, but Denmark didn't lose towns, did it? The thing is, it's still got a claim here anyway, but it didn't lose towns because it occupied the towns and then the occupation got liberated by Austria, didn't it? So it didn't lose any towns here. It's kind of irrelevant anyway because it's got a claim there. It would be allowed to place a claim there if it had. So then moving on to the next step, I'll not come back down to the chart here. Remove bot's claims from areas where bot now owns all provinces. Right, that doesn't apply. And then you've got to read on with this, so Grant. This is one of the bits that... For each claim removed, remove 2 unrest from the claims areas and score 2 prestige. Right, but that's... Yeah, it doesn't apply. If able, and less than 2 core tokens in play, spend 1 bot power to place a core token here. See, that all feels like it's part of that. Yeah, you need to be owning all the provinces to do that, don't you? It feels like it is all one when I read that like that now. Whereas before when I'd read this, like, there was a time when this first part didn't apply, and I ignored the second part. And then I came back and it says, well, the second part can still apply. It doesn't need to have the first part. But I'm starting to wonder now, does it need to own all provinces before we come down and start placing core tokens? Because surely they need to own all provinces to be able to place the core token. Yeah, I would have thought so. I mean, the core tokens that are on the board right now, they're all in areas that the ownership is complete. So I do feel like that probably is the case. Anyway, none of that applies here then. Any remaining wars to resolve during the step? Well, not really. We could go through Austria's one with us. It would be exactly the same. So I think end peace, bought peace resolution. So that was kind of nice and simple. But I think it should have been nice and simple because there was no sort of real conflicts going on, even though they said they were at war. They weren't doing anything to each other, so... now, hold on here. Austria's army. Should they be there? They're in a neutral area, aren't they? Right, when would that have been sorted then? Is that not in the bought peace thing? No, hang on. It's an aftermath. The aftermath bit. Where is that? Here, it's here. Automatic peace. Player realms at peace, remove allied units. Yeah, so you've got peace resolution sequence, page 29-30. Yeah, I'm missing that aftermath bit again. I suppose because I'm not really going through the procedure. So I think we've reached automatic white peace, and then truces. Once peace has been concluded, enter a truce that lasts until phase 3 of the next round. Flipping in war tokens. You're not allowed to declare war, yada yada yada. Right, where's the aftermath bit? I must have missed that. Aftermath, yeah. Sorry, step 4 of the peace resolution sequence. So 1 is automatic white peace, 2 is total victory, 3 remaining wars, 4 is aftermath. After peace resolution, any player realm which is now at peace must immediately relocate their units in neutral areas to the nearest friendly area, counting each area or sea zone as a distance of 1 space. Right, well, Austria's is going to move back into Jutland then, because it was in a neutral space. A civil friendly is equally close. And then we flip all marriages back to the upright side. Right, okay. And then Brandenburg are fine. They're in a friendly area anyway. They weren't at war, but they're in a friendly area, so they're fine to be there. They're allowed to be there. Right, let's move on then. So that was a peace resolution. Again, I'm just going to go back to this reference bit at the back. Peace prestige. Right, prestige penalties. Flip all marriages on their bad side to their good side, and you lose 3 per one that you flip that way. Lose prestige equal to tax value of occupied towns. Right, so there's no towns being occupied by another faction, so there's not going to be any loss of prestige. Interregnums, right, well, we've got a ruler, so we're good, we can skip by that. Now, religious dissent, right. In areas following a different religion from your state religion, in each area containing your towns, add 1 unrest to any of your towns. In one area containing your vassals, add 1 unrest to any of your vassals or remove an influence. So I could actually remove an influence there, couldn't I? That's good then. Hang on though, did I not pile the influence in there? I did. That was the last action I've done, Grant. And we're talking about Saxony in there, because that one is in religious dissent. And it says the bots gain a maximum of 1 unrest, and it references page 3. So when the religious dissent, bots gain a maximum of 1 unrest in this step. Right, so Denmark's first. Denmark, well, actually, Denmark's not got issues. Their state religion's still Catholic, isn't it? And the only areas they've got towns, even if they're in unrest, are Catholic areas. So not a problem. And I'm sure Austria's the same, although it should be me next. But Austria... Oh no, hold on. I was forgetting about the diverse faiths. Well, let's do me first, because it should be done in turn order. So I'm Protestant now. This is Protestant, so we're okay. This is Protestant, so we're okay. This is Protestant, we're okay. This is still Catholic, so we're not okay. So my options here are... Oh no, hang on. In each area containing your towns, add 1 arrest to any of your towns. Yeah, I wouldn't get... They would have to all have vassals, so this is going in unrest. Yeah, and then now we're not going to get that. Yeah, and then that means now we can't score that milestone, which I'm annoyed, because I'm pretty sure that would have been scored before, but anyway, there's no point keeping going over that. You either look back and try and score it if you want to go back, but I'll just leave it. Although it's a shame, because, yeah, anyway, right, okay. So, and then Austria are Catholic. This is Catholic. This is Catholic. Catholic. I mean, they've nothing in unrest anyway. However, the Austria area has got diverse faiths. So that means it's in religious dissent. Oh, yeah, no. What am I talking about? I'm looking for towns with unrest. That's not what you should be doing, Grant. If there's religious dissent, a town is going to go in unrest, just like what we've done there. Why are you looking for unrest towns? So, yeah, in fact, any of the areas with diverse faith markers, but there's no towns here, there's no towns here, there's no towns here, there's no towns down in Aquitaine, However, there is towns in Austria, so they're going to pick. Well, it's their choice. They're not going to pick the large town, and alphabetically they're going to pick Ostrich. So that goes in Unrest. Oh, they're just going to remove it now as well, though. So then we've got gain, remove, Unrest. So if at war, add 2 Unrest to your towns, right? Yeah, that's one to remember as well. So that's a reason why I didn't want to be at war coming through this phase, for sure then. Add 2 Unrest. If less than or equal to -2 stability, add 1 Unrest. Well, we managed to move out of that. So if we'd been in there, yeah. So I'm assuming these stack then. Like there, I'm going to get -2 ducats. I assume in the income phase. Here, my take is I take 1 Unrest and I lose -2 ducats, and then here I lose a bot power. Sorry, not a bot power. A monarch power. Add an Unrest and lose 2 ducats. I'm assuming. That's how I thought about it the very first time I looked at it, but we've not sort of used it yet, and it's not relevant to the stage we're in now because we can only lose the 2 ducats. But I'm pretty sure that must be how it works, because it does say there if less than or equal to -2 stability, add 1 Unrest. So that means -2 or worse, it would add stability. Well, add Unrest. Sorry. Right. So now we're going to roll rebel dice. Yes. Okay. So internal order, Denmark are first. They have 1, 2. Yeah. So they're going to roll 2. Oops. So 2 for Denmark. Huh. Okay. So they'll lose 1 bot power, and then they lose 1 Unrest. So that was quite nice for them. That's the result. Oh no, because it's going into the step. I don't think that's why I can't do it, can I? See, it says during phase 3, step I, have no Unrest. Well, during phase 3, step I, that's where we are. So does that still trigger after the die roll? The likelihood of you getting that anyway, Grant, it's probably unlikely, isn't it? Okay, so and they remove an Unrest from one of the large towns, and again they'll go alphabetically, so they'll take G. Okay, and then then it's myself. So I've got 1 Unrest. So I'm going to roll 1 rebel die and hope for that remove Unrest symbol. Here we go. Oh, well, that'll do. Well, it would have been better to remove it, but so nothing. Oh, excuse me. Nothing happens. And then Austria. Oh, dear. Sorry. Austria, I've got 1, 2, and 1 down there, 3. We've got the whole 3 then. So let's see what happens to them. Right, they've got a mixture. So lose a bot power. Oh, hang on, I've done the same again. I put that Danish bot power in the Spain. I'm just going to struggle to remember that one. So I've fixed that now. So 1 Austria bot power removed from available into the supply. So that's that one taken care of. They're going to remove Unrest, and then they're going to have a rebellion. Okay, well, the thing is, this is core to them. These 2 are not core to them, are they? Oh, yeah, they are. They've got a core marker in there. So it's not going to matter then. But, again, going by how Martin felt like you should look at this, you should just do it by the rules, not by how it's going to affect the bot regarding the rebellion side of things. So, well, they're all small towns, so alphabetically the H is going to be first, so an H, a V, and an O. So the H is going to be the one that gets brought back, and then the final result is the rebellion, which I always like to look at that in the book. Is that not on? No. Aye, that's it there. Is it not? No, it's not. 39 or something? No. 37. There we go. So, oh, it's got an army. It's got an army. Right, yeah. So it's going to happen in this area here. Well, it's army. And it's just going to... If you have military units, remove one of your units. And this is one of the rules that they change. I can't remember to look up the rule. Oh, I think I did. Did I not look up the rule book for that? Page 37. In the old rules. Page 37. If you have any military units in the area you rolled for, a rebel is placed in the area for each, and then triggering a battle. See, that's what used to be the rules. So, yeah. So if you're watching the older videos, you might see some of that. Like, as in Bridger stuff was done before the new rules. So, so it's not that he's doing it wrong. He's doing it by the rules at the time. So, but we are following this, so we lose, Austria lose a manpower then. So that comes up here. It's getting a bit messy there. To be honest, I should have put him up there, I think, didn't it? Okay. Right, so they lost the manpower. It's not that big a deal to them, is it? Okay, right, moving on. Right, that's us on income and upkeep now. So, oh, sorry, one of the things I forgot to do, I remembered last night as well, and I meant to do it right away. I would clearly have paid off both these loans. I think I would have had to do this right at the end of my term, but I'm going to allow myself this one, because there's no point having all this money. So I'm going to spend 12 to pay off both loans. There's no point having them when you've got the money sitting there. I can always take them again if I need to, but I would be about to pay two interest to them. So, well, so much for having all that money. We've still got 8 there, I suppose. And we've got one advisor missing as well, which is going to be... So, our we can fire advisors, disband units, recall ships at sea. Oh, yeah, I forgot we've got a ship now, haven't we? No, I'm just going to leave all that. So, base and vassal tax income for us is going to be... yeah, because the bots don't do this anyway, Grant. So, yeah. So, we've got 6, 10, 13. So, I've got 13 income. However, we've got advisor upkeep. We're not the people controller. So, advisor upkeep is 1, 2, is 6. So, what did I say? 13 minus 6. So, we've got 7. Oh, dear. Military maintenance is 1 per regular unit and a half per ship at sea. So I guess that rounds up anyway, isn't it? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half because we've got a ship at sea. So we've got to round up to 6, isn't it? What did I have? 7 left. So I've got 1, and yeah, I'm actually going to be in the negative here because the other thing I need to do is I'm going to lose 2 for this. So that's 1. So it's actually going to cost me 1 more. Yuck. Well, I can only say just as well I got all that money. That's the thing is when you've got your army out there, but it's costly having the armies on the go, isn't it? That's understandable. So there's no plague, interest on loans. Well, I'm not got them, fortunately. So that's it. No corruption. And then we move on to collect monarch power. So I'll just do mine here just now. So I've got, I know this is a glitty, but sorry, I can't really do anything about it there. Oh, yeah, it's daylight. Switch the light off. There we go. That's probably better. Right, so we did manage to keep a bunch of power, so that's good, in particular our military power. So we're getting, administrative, we're getting 2 plus 3 is 5. So that's going to go up to 7. Well, I'm going to have a problem here. I've only got 2 cubes left in my supply. So that's up to 7. Next one, diplomatic, is a 1 plus 2 is 3. So I've only got 2 left. Okay, so 1, 2. And I need to take 1 more. But then I'm also going to need 1 from there. So I'm going to need to take 2 cubes away from somewhere. Right, let's see. I know there's certain areas you can't take them from, but hang on. I didn't actually realise that cut ties is also, it says return any number of your influence or claims from the board to your supply, and or end any number of alliances. If you end any alliances, suffer the penalties described under the ending an alliance section on page 33. So that was cut. Oh, that's cut ties. What is that? No, hang on. That's not cut costs grant. Cut ties. It's a minor. That's a minor action. Okay. I didn't actually register that one though, to be honest. Right, I'm looking for a bit. I can't. I know it's in the rules. I just don't know where to look for it. So give me a second. Right, here's a bit. Yeah, I'm sure there's a section on this, but I can't seem to find it. This says here, if you do not have cubes remaining in your supply, you may freely remove your influence from the board to use them where needed. Okay, so we can remove influence. I know there's certain things that you can't remove, like I think the change national focus, if you have that tagged, I don't think you can remove that. And I want to say there's some other things as well. You can't remove the cubes from your town track if you've got any cubes in your town track. I'm sure there's an area that tells you about this, but I can't seem to find it in the book. So, but that does say that we can remove influence to from the board to use them where needed. So you could use them for other influence elsewhere, or in my case, you can use them for this monarch power. Okay. So I've got 2. I need to remove 2 cubes. I need 1 from my diplomatic power, and I need 1 to add to military power. So I don't want to touch these because that we can go in and subjugate there. I feel like I should hold this as well. So I'm thinking Lower Saxony, I should just take 2 of these away. Just leave the 1 in there. Because I want to keep the connection as well to Champagne. So I don't want to remove any of these. Well, this one in particular, this keeps the connection there. So I'll remove 2 of them from Lower Saxony, I guess. So 1 of them goes into diplomatic power, and one of them goes into military power, and that's my power sorted. Now, where were we in the book? I'm coming up, keep collect monarch power, right? And then bots. What did that was giving them 7, I think, wasn't there? So all this is going to be removed, and we're going to add 7 here. So they're going to end up with 9. All this is going to be removed, and add 7 to there. They're going to end up with 8. Alright, so I've given them too much, haven't I? 4, 8, 9, I said, further up there, right? 9 there and 8 there, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. They don't have 20 small towns, they don't have 8 large towns. If you were +3 in stability. If Emperor, we're going to roll a dice yet. So the Emperor's going to roll a dice. Just the D6, man. Roll the 1. Oh, that's a reduction there. So if it's a 1 or less than the current influence, it's going to drop by 1. Less than the current -2, it's going to drop by 1. But it was a straight up 1, so it's going to drop. So that's kind of bad. It's still at +1 though, and then there's another cube going to have to get removed. Now, why not just do that just now while it's on your mind? I think it tells you about that shortly anyway. It's in the cleanup bit, isn't it? Well, we've only got 2 options, one from there, one from there. This isn't controlling. To be honest, this one's at least 1-on-1, so I reckon it's going to take that one away, and that will go up on the Imperial Authority track. Yeah. So that makes it slightly easier for us there. But we had put the 4 cubes in there. So somebody could still put 1 in there though. And if they do, then we've got things covered for what we need. Okay, so... so hang on. So what does he gain? Emperor receives... He's still going to gain 1 bot power, isn't he? Oh, no, he's not. 1 bot power was there. That just means 1... it gives him 1 manpower and +1 to his tax income. So he doesn't get any extra bot power actually. Tells you there, if his Imperial Authority is 2 or 3, he would receive 1 bot power. If it was 4 or 5, it receives 2 bot power. Yeah. Okay. And then score prestige, uncontested papal controller, no. Nobody's papal controller, are they? No cardinals up there at all. And then the Emperor would score if it was up at 6, none of that. Remove crusades, yeah. So now clean up, update and refresh, allied units and armies. Denmark's army, they're at 4-7 still, 3-6-7. Yeah, so them unchanged. We are at 3-5-8, and then 4 of these, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, so we should be at 12. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so we're good as well. And then also Austria have 6, 9, and they're getting 1 for the Imperial Authority. That's only 10, ain't they? Go drop 1, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so they're going to lose 1, which comes from the manpower reserve, I think, doesn't it? Bots removed from reserve first, yes. Okay, so that's manpower. Update and refresh. Board and status mat, clean up. Remove alliances between bots and player realms. Remove all ill health from the map. Adjust Imperial influence and redistribute. Right, I've done that already. I took the one out of there that we needed to. Well, actually, would it go in there? No, actually, no, stop. You know what? It's going to go in Westphalia. That's annoying. Because it's going to go in an area we kind of have the most. Is Bohemia one of them? There's 4 of them, isn't there? Westphalia, Rhineland, Brandenburg. I can't put in Brandenburg because that's mine. And what's the other one? Is it Saxony? Must be in here. So in actual fact, the one area it can have the most is going to be in Westphalia. So it's going to put it in there, because it was only tying me in Rhineland. Yeah, okay. Remove tags from defending HRE. Oh, I actually forgot to put the tag up there. Oh no, I didn't. It is there. So I'm going to remove that. So we're not defending HRE anymore. If they'd still been at war, would that not have stayed? Or did it say that? Where are we? If Emperor is at peace with all external aggressors, remove Imperial manpower, remove tag from defending HRE. Yeah, so if it was still at war, then it wouldn't have got removed. Makes sense. Discard down to 5 action cards. I've got one of the cards in play, but I don't think that counts as well, but still less than 5 anyway. And then end age routine, it's not the end age yet. And so no final scoring. Okay. That's it. Right, what we're at 36 minutes. Can I get things set up to yeah, let's just push on and get the setup done. Just add a little bit more to the video, and then I can come back to the action phase. So we're gonna draw cards, we're gonna reveal the events. Yeah. So hang on. Right, so reveal the events. So we reveal 3 of them, do we? Tells us here. Draw a number of player realms plus 1. So there's 3 player realms plus 1 for reveal 3 of them. Yeah, so reveal the first 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then this one gets face down. Okay. So there we go. And no realm specific. Let's see. Yeah, spread the religious faith there and there. So obviously that's all. Rebel dice rolls both there and there. France are going to do the thing again. That's the attrition one, I think, isn't it? Right, who's going to get hit? A plus and a circle. We're going to lose our administrative advice. Oh, and our diplomatic advisor. They're both going to die because they're both wounded. And in fact, whereas we would probably been happy for a ruler to take a hit, he's not. It's a triangle, so this is going to be kind of rough. We might want to consider the cards that we're drawing to be replacements for some advisor, because we're not going to have an advisor at all unless we replace some new ones. I won't go into reading all the details on the events. It's a bit much, so I'll try and do that off camera before the start though, to sort of keep myself. But I'm sure you can pause the camera there and pause your recording there and look at them if you want. Optional rule, no. Draw action cards. So draw 3 cards, may draw 1 by 1. So right, this is a bit of an issue then. Okay, so I'm going to draw 3 cards. These are the 2 cards I got in my hand. Now, this was possibly going to be a ruler at some point, but yeah. And this could replace the advisor. It's only a +1, but that guy is going to die. The fact it's a triangle is quite good as well. So, the other thing though, I'd like to get another subjugate. In fact, I kind of need it, because that's what we're doing now. I know there's a subjugate 4th card down, 1, 2, 3, 4, so it is there, but remember I've got to discard 2 cards to go and get this. So I think we start off with a diplomatic card and see if we can get lucky and grab another subjugate. I mean, there can't be many left. I don't know how many there is. I suppose it's one of these things. It's not really hidden information. Well, it's not known information, but I'm sure once people play this game, they know how many there is. It's a bit like, what was I playing before, and somebody laid out the list of cards, how many there was. Can't remember what game it was now. Anyway, right. But again, we'd quite like to get advisors as well, so I'd like to draw one of each here, but I kind of need the subjugate card, so I'm going to draw this one off the top first. And that's not what we wanted. I mean, it's quite a good ruler, or general. Yeah, not even an advisor. Well, it's a card you could discard to go and get the subjugate, shall we say. Or actually, is he maybe better than Marguerite? It might be. It's got the same numbers, well, in different orders, but he would give 2 blue combat dice if we added them as a general, where she can't be a general. And it's a triangle, so you know what? That's it's not really relevant. They're eventually going to die, aren't they? It's obviously set up to do it that way. Right, I think I'm going to try one more diplomatic card, because we really do need that subjugate. And then I'm probably going to well, let's see what we get. No, and it's a possible one. It's kind of rubbish. So I guess we're probably discarding 2 of these cards to go and get that subjugate card. So, what do we need more? Our administrative advisor is supposed to be, he's going to die. Or a military advisor. Well, I think I possibly am going to start getting more military, although... I'm going to take a military card, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Right, so kind of looking for an advisor, and we've not got one. One step ahead. He's a good general. In fact, that's the biggest you can get, isn't it? 3 dice. A ratio. Move an army fleet out of an area sea zone where you're being attacked, and I think I've seen this one before, haven't I? Yeah, I'm not sure. Understand the full greatness of it all. Right, okay. So, but out of the 3 cards, we've now also got to decide if we're keeping them. Well, I want to change national focus to go and get that subjugate. I think that's something I'm going to do. So I need to have 2 cards in my hand. This is better than keeping Marguerite, I think. But I can't just discard her. But I could use her to discard. Yeah, he is a better ruler. You know, I'm just keeping for a ruler, but also a general. So I'm going to keep that. That's 2. And then out of these 2 cards, do I even need to keep them then? And thing is, this guy is a good general. And some of you are probably shouting and saying, yeah, you need to keep that guy. There's a triangle as well. So, but what are you going to discard? If I'm going to keep Ham, I'm going to discard the 2 new alliance cards. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to keep 2 cards, and I'm going to discard this. I'm not going to keep this. That then means it's 5 cards down. Oh god, what if the bot draws a card and discards? It could, hang on, did we miss? Did the bots shuffle their deck up? No, it's only at the end of the age they shuffle them up. No, they do shuffle them up. I missed that, haven't I? Yeah, I must have missed that. So do you want to actually discard that, Grant? You know what? I'm not. I'm going to keep it, because I think that's dangerous. If I discard that card and then the bot takes... In fact, I'm third in I'm third to go here. So either the bots draw a card that discards a diplomatic card, then I can't then get that subjugate card. So I'm going to keep all 3 cards. It's going to cost me 6 ducats. So I'm left with 1 ducat. What happened to all the money? Okay. And I'm keeping all the cards then, right? Okay. Right, how have I missed the... That's draw action cards, pay for them, and now we're going to pick replace missions. And that's going to be the last step before the actions. But how have I missed the bot? But where is that? Collect monarch power. I don't know. I was following that reference bit at the back, but roll rebel dice, right? Incoming upkeep, clean up, reshuffle bot deck. There, it's there. So it's in the cleanup phase. So I must have just missed it. Reshuffle bot deck, yeah. So it's just before we discard down to 5 cards. Okay, that's fine though. No harm done. So these were used for focus. These get removed. So let's do bot 1 first, and then any events or ideas. If it's the event or idea, it goes definitely back in. That's not the case there. So I'm going to shuffle these up, and how many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6. So 3 of these 6 are going to go back into the deck. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Right, so 1, 2, 3, and we'll shuffle that in a minute. And these 3 also get set aside. And then the same for bot 2. This gets set aside. Do we have any event or idea? We do not. There's 5 this time. So out of the 5, it's 2.5 rounded up. So 3 are going back in the top of the deck. Right, shuffle, shuffle. So 1, 2, 3, and these other 2 will get removed, and I'll shuffle these both up. It's bot deck shuffled up. So now we just need to reset our missions. Oops. So right, and I must have completed 1 en route, and I must have went and got the cards because I know I was going to do that in future. So we've only got 1 more that we had in play, the marching on. I'm pretty sure we want to keep that. So what was the new ones that we got then? Did I look at them? I can't remember. Right, there's a 6 that we've got, well, 7 that are available, because we can change this one if we want to. So, what we got? Beacon of Light, have at least +2 stability. Well, we're -1 stability just now. We're also having researched 4+ ideas. See though, we've got 5 ideas researched. And remember, one of our ideas allows us to bump that up. And we still got, we have 7 administrative power. No, but to get up to +2 grand, it's going to cost me 3 to get it to 0. Then 4 to get it to +1, and then R5, so that's like 9, that's 12. I've only got 7. Yeah, if I hadn't dropped down, this might have been, but yeah. So what else? We got own 3+ provinces that are core provinces of one of your opponents. No, I can't see that one. Unless we go into Jutland. Well, hang on. No, there's only 2 core provinces in Jutland. Anyway, isn't there? Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Alliances and dynasties. Have alliance or royal marriage with 3+ realms. I've got a royal marriage with 1, but yeah. Be the current emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. Well, no, I'm not progressing on to that anyway, so not aggressive enough, probably. have a base tax income of 15 plus ducats. Now that does say base tax, let's say, and my base tax is 10. So I'm assuming it doesn't include the vassal tax there. Own 4 plus provinces that are core provinces of an adjacent realm which had a higher tax income than you at the start of the game. Yeah, it probably would work, because Pomerania, we've got 4 provinces in there. No, that are core provinces of an adjacent realm. Oh no. Yeah, that's a tough one then. Own 4 plus provinces that are core provinces of an adjacent realm which had a higher tax income than you at the start of the game. No, I don't think I can do that one. And then this one, Imperial Religion, right, this is worth a look now. State religion is counter-reformed or Protestant, yes. There are 4 plus elector areas that have the same religion as you. Maximum 3 towns in elector areas are owned by opponents of a different state religion. Elector areas that have the same religion as you. 4 plus elector areas. Well, Pomerania, does Brandenburg count? There are 4 elector areas that have the same religion as you. I'm assuming it does. It's in the HRE. It's... Nah, hang on. Yeah, elector areas... No, there's only 4 of them anyway. So that... What's the wording for that? Elector areas are areas in the HRE, aren't they? Yeah. So I think we've got 2, but that's going to spread. I don't know what this... It says maximum of 3 towns in elector areas are owned by opponents of a different state religion. Maximum of 3 towns in elector areas are owned by opponents of a different state religion. Well, I mean, Austria's got... So there can only be 3 towns owned by, like, Austria then, and... yeah, that's not really working for me either, I don't think. Well, I'm definitely going to keep marching on. So... I don't know then. I'm not really sure I fully understand some of these. I mean, this one... I can't see myself getting this, because Austria would have to be reduced to just 3 towns unless they converted to... they're in diverse faiths. Yeah, but I think they're still considered Catholic, aren't they? Yeah, I think maybe this one, maybe. I might be able to get my tax income up to 15. Seems like a bit of a tall order, Grant. But none of the rest of them are really jumping out. I mean, I would have liked to probably been having a bash at this, but because my stability dropped twice, and I bumped it back up once, it hardly makes this a sort of an option, you know. 3 plus provinces that are core provinces of your opponents, yeah, mainly that's worth 6. And then the royal marriages thing, become the emperor. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep that one. I can't really see myself getting that one, but I can't really see myself getting any of them, to be honest. Any of the other ones that were left. So we'll keep these 2, and hopefully we get marching on, and we might get something new once we get that complete. Okay, right, that is us moving on to the action step, but I will leave it there. It will be... Oh, hang on. First player token should be with Austria. So it's going to be... The order of play is going to be Austria, Denmark, then Brandenburg, myself. So, but that'll be for later on this afternoon or evening or whenever I get back. So, yeah, I'll be back then. Okay, cheers. Hang on. Just noticed that guy should be reset, shouldn't he? See, I must have been missing steps there. It's because I'm using that reference hang. Maybe I should just use what I was used to. It just meant flipping between the bot bit, but if you're going to miss things, Grant. Yeah, okay. Because that missed that and I missed the shuffle of the bot deck, so I'll just look at it a bit more carefully maybe. It seemed a bit more involved. Although it's telling you a lot more and it's giving you a lot more details, which is a good thing, really. And I'm maybe just trying to skim by it, which was a mistake. Right, okay, I'll be back later. Cheers.